Well, Stephen, let's start by marking 2 years in the job. Congratulations, first and foremost. How do you reflect on that time in charge here?
Yeah, it's been some very, very good times, some tough times, as there is in every management job. But on the whole, enjoyed it thoroughly in this modern day and age. 2 years in football and 100 games tomorrow is quite rare.
This is a club which can throw up challenges, let's say. How have you adapted to them, and what have they been over the time you've been here?
It's been numerous challenges. Money's always the big issue with a smaller club like ourselves. Biggest frustration as a manager is losing players consistently in every window. You think you're building something, and then you lose players in the first window, then you lose them just before the start of the season when you've planned to play a certain way. But we've adapted to it. As you said, we have to adapt to it. We get a budget each year. You try and recruit players, and you recruit players that can play a certain way. At this club, we never get the finished article. We get boys that are really quick but not technically great, or we get them really technically good that can't run quite as quick, or there's flaws in their game somewhere along the line, and we take great pride. And I think we've got a fantastic coaching setup here, fantastic set of coaches, including Andy Bowles, Davy Henderson, the medical department, and strength and conditioning, and all that put together, it throws up them challenges, but it's challenges that we've enjoyed, and I think we've been relatively successful in it.
Exactly. Despite all those challenges, there has been a lot of success. You must take a lot of satisfaction from that fact.
Yeah, I don't know what expectation was when we first come. We were bottom of the league, second bottom. We stayed up. We've managed to get to 2 cup finals, a quarter final. We've developed players. We've played one style. We've changed our style. We're playing another style now. So yeah, we're proud of what we've done. There's a lot of players that have come in and made their name in our time. There seems to be a little myth that they don't actually train with the first team; they just suddenly appear. But they do. We work hard on them, and that's credit the coaching staff we've got here. I believe it's one of the best in the country for a club of our size to have the coaching staff that we have right the way through. It's testament to what we're trying to do here, and it's a big part of the football club.
Has there been a highlight? One in particular?
Possibly beating Aberdeen in the semi, the 3-0 it wasn't it? Then is that far long ago? That's probably been the highlight. You thought the end of the season, Scottish Cup final, that was a huge success for the club. Hadn't been in 2 cup finals in 50 odd years, so that was a real high, and then the low of the final. So unfortunately we couldn't finish it off, but every time you see a young player develop, you see them, we whip them every day, we have them in the gym every day, we have them on the pitch every day working on little aspects of their game, and also picking up players that, the reality is the players we pick up from England aren't playing. They're not playing in first teams, they're in League 2 and they're not getting games, so that tells you there's something missing in the players that we're able to pick up. And taking that pride of actually turning them around and seeing the positives, putting an arm around them. Bowley Arabia had 2 loan deals that didn't quite work for him. Now all of a sudden he's a boy playing with super confidence. You resurrect his career, and I think the whole coaching staff here should be proud of what they've done.
Let's turn our attentions to the game at the weekend, and so much has been made about if we win we can get into the top 6. Is there a need to just remind and reflect that we're not there yet?
No, we're definitely not there yet. All we've done so far is give ourselves a chance. I think had people said after the Ross County game would be on the verge of the top 6, everyone would have snapped their hand off. But we're just on the verge of the top 6, and we need to continue that form. We've got a lot of plaudits for how we've played. The attacking side of the game and the players up the top end of the pitch have had a lot of plaudits, but that's been built on a solid base. Mark Gillespie, the back 4, Alan Campbell, players that don't get mentioned very often. We need to be on our best. We need to win our individual battles for the next 4 games to give ourselves any chance of progressing.
There's been change at Hibs since we defeated them in January. What can we expect from them?
Well, I went to see them on Friday night against Rangers. They had a tough first half, changed it in the second half and got a draw, so they'll be buoyed by that. But I don't fear anyone in the league. I never did, even when we're losing games. Maybe I'm deluded. We go with a positivity. We go with a confidence. We've got players that win football matches now. We've got players on the bench, and and Elliot Freer as well that can come on. Danny Johnson that can score goals. So we go there with confidence. We'll try and take the game to them. We're certainly not going away from home and going to change the way we play.
To many, we are the surprise package, if you like, pushing for the top 6. Can that have a positive impact in the dressing room with the players?
I think when you've been in the top 6 and you start falling out of it, it becomes the level of expectation grows. Within our dressing room, we firmly believe when we got to Christmas we could turn it around, and the beliefs are now. You can see that in our play. So maybe we are a little bit of the underdogs, a surprise package, but we have to not focus on that. And I keep saying to the players, don't read social media, don't listen to it, because the same people that are saying how good you are now will be saying how bad you are in 2 weeks. So we try and keep them grounded and just focus on the job ahead.
Thanks, Stephen.
Cheers.